Welcome to the Certification Practice Channel. We offer realistic, expert-created practice exams for the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Data Science Professional Certification, all verified against official documentation. Our platform at certificationpractice.com is free to use, so you can test your readiness anytime during your prep. Now here's something that catches many candidates off guard with this exam. You're not just proving you understand machine learning concepts. You're proving you can execute the entire journey from raw data to production deployment using Oracle-specific tooling. The ADS SDK, the Model Catalog, OCI Vault, data flow integration. Miss any link in that chain, and scenario questions will expose the gap fast. Stay with me to the end, and I'll show you exactly how to approach the massive lifecycle section that makes up nearly half your score. Let me give you something useful right now. When you see questions about model explainability, they're testing whether you know the difference between global and local explanations. Global shows you what features matter across your entire model. Local shows why a specific prediction happened. That distinction appears repeatedly, and knowing it cold gives you quick wins. The end-to-end machine learning lifecycle section carries 45% of your total score. That's not a typo. Almost half the exam lives in one area. This section spans data ingestion, pre-processing, feature engineering, training with both OCI tools and open-source libraries, AutoML, evaluation, explainability, model catalog management, and deployment. You need working knowledge of each stage, not surface familiarity. Here's what separates passing candidates. They practice connecting these stages together. It's not enough to know how to train a model. You need to know how a trained model gets registered in the catalog, how it gets deployed as an endpoint, and how you invoke that endpoint. Practice that flow until it feels automatic. Another critical area is the ADS SDK. Questions will test whether you can use it for data exploration, feature engineering, and obtaining model explanations. Don't just read about these capabilities. Open a notebook session and actually run them. Now let me shift to something that trips people up. The MLOps section at 20% might seem smaller, but it tests operational thinking that many data scientists haven't developed. You need to understand how jobs work for custom tasks, how pipelines automate workflows, and how autoscaling keeps inference responsive under load. If you've never configured monitoring and logging for a deployed model, spend time in the console doing exactly that. The Workspace setup section at 15% tests practical skills like managing Conda environments, integrating Git repositories, and using OCI Vault for credentials. These seem basic, but exam questions often present scenarios where you choose between approaches. Know why you'd store credentials in Vault versus hard-coding them. Know when to create a new Conda environment versus modifying an existing one. For the exam itself, you have 90 minutes for 50 questions. That's comfortable pacing if you stay disciplined. Flag questions that require deep scenario analysis and return to them. Many candidates waste time on one tricky question while easier points wait ahead. The passing score is 68%. You can miss roughly 16 questions and still pass. That margin means you don't need perfection. You need consistent competence across all 5 areas. So let me bring this together. Remember that lifecycle section carrying 45%? Your preparation strategy should mirror that weight. Spend the majority of your hands-on time working through complete workflows, from data source to deployed model. Then, branch into MLOps automation, workspace configuration, and related services like data flow and data labeling. The candidates who pass treat this as a practical skills exam, not a memorization exercise. They've clicked through the console, run notebooks, and debugged real errors. That experience translates directly into confidence when scenario questions describe a problem and ask what you'd do. When you're ready to validate your preparation, we have practice exams for the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Data Science Professional Certification at certificationpractice.com. They're aligned with the current exam, kept up to date, and designed to show you exactly where you stand before exam day. Good luck with your preparation.